Thousands of miles away from their home country, many expatriate families are navigating entirely new lives across the globe. But inside their homes, a quiet friction is building. A teenager slamming a door, a toddler throwing toys, a newlywed couple retreating into silence. These are all Bangladeshi families living in developed nations, working hard to build a future, yet struggling deeply behind closed doors. When they seek help locally, they often hit a wall. Foreign therapists try to help, but they frequently miss the nuance of the family's daily reality, lacking the cultural and spiritual context required to truly understand the tension. It forces us to ask a difficult question. Are these families failing to find peace because they lack the right resources, or because they are treating the wrong problems entirely? In the iceberg theory, the visible tip represents behavioral complaints. The massive structure below holds psychological root causes. A UK father panicked over his teenager's disobedience, but LifeSpring therapists found the daughter excelling. The true friction was the father's aggressively domineering behavior. The daughter's behavior was a direct reaction to a long-standing ideological conflict between her parents, a friction that eventually spilled over into the child's life. Her supposed rebellion was simply a direct mirror reflecting her parents' unspoken marital dysfunction. We see similar misdirection in younger children. In Australia, parents were exhausted by their 4-year-old, who showed extreme hyperactivity, disobedience, and manipulative behavior. Local therapists struggled to grasp the daily rhythm and cultural expectations of the household, leaving the parents feeling completely unheard and without answers. This circular chart maps out a typical 24-hour day for that family. When LifeSpring evaluated the case, they saw that heavy blocks of work and chores were systematically crushing any time for family connection. The child was acting out of severe attention-seeking because the highly stressed parents were providing zero quality time. The intervention didn't require medicating the child. The therapist provided targeted guidelines to restructure daily schedules and actively allocate attention to their 4-year-old. Mislabeling a family schedule deficit as a childhood behavioral disorder obscures the actual solution and leaves the child's core need for connection unmet. Sometimes the symptoms mask themselves as absolute incompatibility. Consider a highly educated newlywed couple in Italy, paralyzed by constant miscommunication and in-law disputes. This Venn diagram shows the hidden external pressures beneath their marriage: postgraduate academic stress, the shock of relocating to a new country, and sudden extended family expectations. All these stressors compounded in the center. The couple lacked the tools to process these overlapping pressures, falsely blaming one another. Over a few sessions, the therapist taught them to identify these external stressors and physically separate them from their core relationship. Marital peace isn't achieved by finding a perfect partner. It is achieved by jointly identifying and managing the external imperfections of life. These families found a path forward by focusing on the underlying mechanics of their specific situations. By looking past the initial complaints and addressing the root causes hidden beneath the surface, they replaced domestic friction with stability. True psychological healing requires a judgment-free zone. It has to be rooted in a deep understanding of a patient's native culture and spiritual values. LifeSpring's Child Development Center and couples counseling teams are designed to bridge this exact geographic and cultural gap for expatriates. With a network of over 200 professionals, clients can access highly confidential care through secure online audio and video calls from anywhere in the world. You do not have to let geographic distance dictate your emotional health. Reach out to LifeSpring today at +88 09638 505505 and connect with culturally fluent professional support that actually understands you.